my boys. What do you want?
Needs to be said.
It goes without saying, she's the smartest person in the room because she's the only one out here cheering for Pretty Wild.
All right.
We're still campaigning for those tag belts. We want revenge, baby.
Is the future. We won.
We won.
We may not have
you
the
can't
titles
deny it
because that's not how wrestling works, unfortunately. But we won.
Yeah.
We beat the Rat Bastards.
It wasn't our fault. We were
Clean.
screwed by exterior forces. We want justice.
Yeah,
That's what we
exterior
want.
forces. That's who screwed us.
Maybe that triple threat tag team match should be a fatal four-way.
Maybe it should.
That's not a bad idea. That's pretty good. For once in your life, you had a good idea. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The one. Everyone gets their one.
You know
Everyone
what?
gets their one.
You all suck.
You gotta sing the chorus.
I'm hanging out with the one and only top pick tonight of the free-for-all, Amity LaVey. What is going on?
Hi, Papa Dank. How are
Hi,
you?
Amity. Should I get my earplugs on?
No. See, I'm in a really good mood today. So, like you heard him say, I was the number one pick out of this entire thing here today. Hours and hours that we were sitting here, I came out on top. Now, that's not really much of a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody because clearly, come on, right?
All right. What about tonight?
I just want to say that was super rude of you to walk away from me early.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take Kale?
Dude, goodbye. Whip wreck, case in, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest.
Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am.
Fearless princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
Finisher is called the Shadow Band, and I was like, that's kind of.
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great.
Welcome, everybody, to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and it is the second podcast of the night. And let me bring to you my very special guest tonight, who will be this Saturday at NYWC's Aftermath in the main event. I'm going to talk about that and much, much more. Let me bring to you the one, the only Mouse. What's going on, brother?
Not too much. Just excited to be here, and I'm very, very excited for Saturday.
Oh, man, Saturday's going to be freaking dope, bro.
Oh, my God. There's going to be a bloodbath. Can't wait.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Now, we'll talk about that in a moment, but someone sent me this. It is a really old picture of you. Look at that.
Oh, man. That is quite the throwback right there.
That is a throwback right now on Throwback Thursday.
That is man, I still was rocking the suit back then.
You were, man. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. You were in the suit.
Tell you what, though, that hat and jacket's timeless.
It is. It's timeless. That's what you could have had that gimmick first. Timeless Mouse.
True.
All right, let's talk about Saturday night. You are in that main event, man. You are fighting against J-Red, Bam, Aiden. It's going to be crazy. It's 30 minutes, Iron Man rules. Pinfall equals 1 point. Submission equals 2 points. You put the opponent through the door, and that's 3 points. And drawing first blood is 4 points. Now, which one are you going for the most?
I mean, I think the smart play for anyone is to go for the first blood first, because you only get one of that. So after that's gone, that's it, and that's the most points right there in one shot. So you got to start with that, with all the weapons, barbed wire, teeth, claws in play. I don't think it's going to take very long to get to
yikes
there. I'm going to be totally honest with you. And then after that, I mean, I said it before, there's no set path. I mean, we're going to be surrounded by weapons. They're going to be barbed wire. They're going to be, all sorts of unknown imagery that's special surprises for you guys. And it's just going to be something a little bit different that I don't think you could really have a game plan for. But the one thing I do know for sure is, like I said, that first blood, there's only one of those. So I think that's going to be top of everyone's mind.
Now, how many minutes would you guess before someone brings out first blood?
Oh, I mean, with weapons, it's unpredictable. I mean, there's if there's going to be barbed wire on part of the ring, so I mean, all it takes is just getting pushed into the wrong spot, and all of a sudden you could be bleeding. It's really hard. I mean, obviously, if we see someone, trying to make someone else bleed, we're going to have to interfere to try and stop that because we want those points. So, hopefully it'll get held out a little bit. But, if I had my way, I'll have J-Red bleeding in 10 seconds.
All right. So you're going to say 10 seconds. I'm going to say under 5 minutes.
Fair. I get it.
Now, everybody, make sure you go to NYWC Pro Wrestling to get your tickets or use the QR code, or go to just NYWC on Facebook and follow the links to get your tickets for Saturday's event. That's going to be freaking huge. It's the show after Psycho Circus.
Yeah. And I mean, they killed it this year at Psycho Circus, but we want to show something a little bloodier. We want to try to up the ante a little bit. Psycho Circus was huge in so many ways. It was the first ever triple threat Psycho Circus. Psycho Circus turned 21 years old. That's gigantic in and of itself, but we want to up the ante. I mean, I know we have our limitations in New York with what we could do, but I am tired of hearing that, and I want to push those right to that limit, and see how much fun we could have with it.
Brianna says hi.
Hello.
All right. Now, the last time we talked, we didn't get a chance to speak too much. Just, you were in full mouse mode. So I want to talk about some of your hobbies, man. What are some of the hobbies Mouse likes to do?
Oh man, I mean, outside of wrestling, I'm extremely into horror, movies, video games. It even influences the music I listen to. I used to work at haunted houses outside of wrestling and my other jobs. So
oh wow,
definitely huge in the horror front. As far as music goes, I listen to a lot of metal, punk, that sort of stuff.
Right.
Massive Jurassic Park nerd. Play a lot of video games. Right now I am hooked on Mortal Kombat. Been hitting the gym a lot lately, which is that's actually pretty new for me. I've been slacking on that front for a long time, so it's nice to be in a full-fledged gym routine.
Right. It's not easy being dedicated to the gym.
No,
it's not.
No.
I know. Trust me, I know.
And I'll be totally honest with you. Like I'm not somebody who enjoys working out, but it's part of the game. It's part of the game, and it's healthy. So it's just I gotta develop that discipline, and I've been in this habit for a bit now, and it's feeling good. So that's definitely eating up a heft of time, but yeah, that's been fun.
Okay, what has been your favorite horror movie of all time?
Oh man, that's so hard because I could give you a favorite horror movie for like every horror subgenre. You mean I could say like creature feature, zombie movie, horror comedy. But
give a couple.
All right. I really loved the 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead. Actually, it came out at the perfect age for me, where I was like, it was just like at the time it came out, it just hit me in a special way that I really loved.
Right.
I love Cabin in the Woods. I'm a big Jeepers Creepers guy. I'm a massive creature feature fan. It doesn't matter how good or dumb it is. You give me anything from Sharknado to Jurassic Park, and I'll enjoy it.
Nice.
Godzilla. I'm hyped for Godzilla and Kong tomorrow. Going to see that in 4D, so that's exciting.
That is actually, it's out now. You can go to.
I know, but I couldn't find 4D tickets for tonight. I was looking.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching that, man. I didn't get a chance to go see Ghostbusters yet.
Oh, neither have I. I wasn't crazy about the last few, so I didn't feel like super urgent. I will watch it eventually. I will watch it. But
Me too,
yeah. I mean, the original.
Go ahead.
As much as I love the remake of Dawn of the Dead, the original is also a fantastic movie in every sense of the word.
Yes. Now, were you a Walking Dead fan? Do you watch Walking Dead?
Oh yeah, I watched the whole series. I watched all the spin-offs. I think I might be an episode behind on the new one, the ones who live.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, I'm sorry, I didn't watch New World. That one just didn't hit me. But yeah, big Walking Dead fan.
Yeah, I was faithful to watching it myself, and then after like the whispers, like halfway through, I just for some strange reason I stopped watching.
I get it. And it went on for a long time, and it definitely had its peaks and valleys. You know, it definitely had some low points where it was a little bit of a chore, but they do bring it back together for the ending, in my opinion. But yeah,
I gotta continue. I gotta watch it, man. And I'm a huge Rick fan, so I want to watch the new show, but now I can't just watch it because I gotta watch the others.
I get it.
You know, so it's kind of like I'm really enjoying X-Men '97.
I haven't started that yet. I'm surprised at myself because it's right up my alley. I mean, the original's a classic from my childhood, so.
Right. Oh, it's so good, man. I can't even believe how good it was. I'm like, man, this is really good. I was really enjoying it.
That art style, fantastic.
That's right. It just throws you back to that era.
Yeah. I got to give that a shot.
And it's like they're adapting some of the comics with a little twist here and there, but like you see the comics like being adapted from that era.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool to watch, man. What upcoming horror film are you excited for?
Oh man, you know, I haven't been keeping up on a lot of the new stuff, which is a shame because I know there's good stuff on the horizon. Actually, the thing that I'm most excited for is probably a series that most people have never even heard of. There's Horror in the High Desert 3 coming out, and I'm really excited for that.
What's that about?
It's like an indie horror mockumentary about this guy who has like a YouTube channel, and he's like a nature survivalist, and basically he comes across something supernatural in the woods and no one believes him, so he goes back to try and prove it and goes missing. And the movie's about like people investigating into that, and it's almost shot like a documentary where it like goes cutaways to like interviews and like his found footage from like things like that. And then the second one is just continuing down that path. So, hey James, how are you?
What's up, James? All right, now are those all horror posters behind you mixed in with some metal music?
It's a little bit of everything. I got some horror posters. I've got video game posters, Mortal Kombat, Dishonored, Magic the Gathering, X-Men, Jeepers Creepers, What We Do in the Shadows. My room is covered.
Oh man, dude, don't worry. My room is filled with Funko Pops.
Oh, I got those scattered around here too. I think last time I counted, there were like 70 something of them. It's been a while.
I have a whole trailer full. They're all over my room. They're on my kitchen table. I gotta take some to storage, man.
It's hard once you get in that collector mindset.
It is, man. Especially like I'm trying to get like I'm it's probably like a bad habit to have, but I'm really into the autograph pops, man. Because they get really expensive. Cool. They get really expensive.
I'm sure.
Some expensive ones, man. Some like wow. I just actually picked up Christian Bale signed Batman pop.
Wow. That's really sick.
I saw it. I'm like, dude, he doesn't really sign, and I'm like, I gotta own this. This cost me some money, man.
Fair enough. I'm scared to know about the autograph collector prices because I could only imagine how out of hand they get.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, the wrestling ones are pretty. You know, you can get them pretty cheap. Like I got Montez Ford right here.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, he cost me about 110.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That wasn't bad, but I've had one cost me like $400 or $500.
I believe it. Yeah, that's insane.
There's another one I'm eyeing, the Chris Hemsworth one. I want a Chris Hemsworth signed pop. So
I get it.
It's on my list. It's on my list, man. It's on my list. We'll see. Even some horror ones I'd like to have.
Okay, like who?
I'd like to get Chucky signed, made by Brad Dourif.
Okay, that'd be awesome. Think
that would be pretty cool. I'd like to get a Scream one signed by someone. Maybe not the killer, but like someone.
Fair enough. I mean, if I were to get a Scream one, I'm a big Matthew Lillard fan. So
there you go, Matthew Lillard. You can sign it. Let me see what else. Chucky, that Freddy's a huge one. Kane Hodder.
Oh yeah, Kane Hodder would be cool.
I got one of the rare ones that glows.
Nice.
Worth like $450 right now.
Wow. Yeah, I ruined mine. I opened them and whatnot because I'm a terrible collector. But
I don't open them. They're all sealed.
I don't. Yeah,
all
I don't
sealed.
blame you with how much you're spending on them. That's
I know.
You gotta keep that there.
My son is like, Dad, you need to stop. Well, he doesn't even call me Dad. He calls me Papa D. So Papa D, you need to stop. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's go into opponents you want to wrestle. You haven't wrestled with yet. And
all right. I mean, a big one for me is I feel like my biggest goal in the Indies is I would actually really love to wrestle Shannon Moore.
Okay.
I just feel like that'd be a fun matchup, like a really, really fun matchup. I'd be really excited for that. I mean, from the H2O side of things, there's a few people that I haven't gotten to work. A few of their students that I'd like to get to work with in one-on-one matches. Marcus Mathers and I have been scheduled to wrestle a couple times, and for various reasons, either for various reasons he couldn't make it. So that's one that I would really like to get back to. I would love to wrestle Austin Luke. They got a few really good students over there that I haven't gotten to work with yet. So there. I would love to work with Giorgio down at NYWC. As far as their roster goes, there's so many people that I haven't gotten to work with yet. I mean, it's crazy. It feels like the company changes so rapidly in a good way because they have so many new students fluxing in. I mean, I'd love to work with Lestia. He's a beast. I mean, literally right in the name.
Right in the name. He's got he's fighting Mr. Alvin Alvarez Saturday. That's a really interesting matchup. I mean, you got two big powerhouses there. I don't know where that's gonna go. I'd love to work with Papa Don just to get some just to work someone with a little bit of a different style. And with how long we both have been in the company, it's actually crazy to me that we haven't had a one-on-one match yet. So I'd like to get to that eventually. He's so mean, that Papa Don.
He is, but he makes me laugh.
I'm gonna give you some advice though. Don't slap your knee.
Oh no.
He hates that.
I'll slap his knees. How about that?
Yo, that would throw him off. You'd definitely throw him off his game. You're like, what the fuck? I like that. All right.
I've actually never gotten to work Big O in a one-on-one match, which that would be definitely just a test, just because he's got raw power. And another big one that I'd like to work over there. We actually have worked one-on-one, but I feel like we're both just totally different people at this point. Mistretta. Sure. I haven't fought Mistretta since I feel like he's really come into his own, and then he's former champ right there. So that's a big one that I'd like to get off my list. And then I mean I've always got friends too. So, me and Bam would love to tear it up with the slime balls. I'd love to get a shot at Conway. And then for looking at the even bigger picture, me, Bam, and Aiden would love to get in that trios title picture. So there's a lot of people I'd like to work with, Good.
You have any goals you've set for yourself the rest of the year as far as wrestling is concerned?
Yeah. So obviously I've been in the as of April will be the end of April will be 9 years that I've been wrestling, and I've worked for NYWC, I've worked for H2O consistently. For a while I was working for Ace consistently, so I'd love to work with them. And then I've picked up scattered bookings here and there. But I'd like to expand out and get a few more consistent bookings. Debut it. So it's a small goal, but I'd like to debut at least 3 new companies, which is, like I said, that's not a lot, but it's more than I would have. So there's that. And I'd like to get a world title shot somewhere, or heavyweight title shot, I should say, just to get that opportunity. I've only ever had one, and it was against King Mega, who's 7 feet tall, and
he's pretty tall.
Yeah, it was a was a bad time. I got chokeslammed like 4 times, I think, and that was that. So it'd be nice to get a shot there.
Okay, all right. Any company stands out that you want to work for that you haven't worked for yet?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a bunch. I'd love to get in with JCW, GCW, either of those companies, and ICW. I mean, I think at this point, it's pretty well established that I'm into the hardcore scene of wrestling. You know, like I have no problem with doing regular wrestling matches by any means, but I've developed a passion for the hardcore stuff, and I feel like there's big opportunities at those platforms to expand upon that. I mean, obviously, Remarkable would be awesome. Yeah, I would love to work with Remarkable. I know they actually just announced that they're having like the first ever independent level elimination chamber, which I mean that's gonna be crazy. That sounds pretty friggin' awesome. So I'm very curious to see what they do with that, and I would love to get in with them. Titan is another one that I've seen around, that I've seen very good things about, that I would like to look into a little bit more. But yeah, those are my bigger ones off the top of my head.
Oh, that elimination! Oh my god, I can't even. It's getting me chills just thinking about that chamber, bro.
yeah, that's really cool. It's a really ambitious undertaking.
Good.
I'm excited.
There it is. Remarkable Wrestling coming in June. Chamber of Horrors. Oh man, I have to be there for that one. Just if just sitting there watching, man, I have to be there for that one. That's history right there. I mean, scene. Crazy. All right, yeah, Titan is another good one. I'm a part of Titan, so. Good company. They got several different companies as part of Titan. What else is the Cactus Jack? They compare you to Cactus Jack. Yeah,
it's a pretty good comparison to have. I'll take it.
Titan's a good company. All right. Is there any hardcore match that you haven't been in yet? Any type?
Let me think. Actually, yeah. I've done like caged structures where it's like, barbed wire cages and things like that. But I've never just been in like a regular just steel cage match, like, just like escape the top to win or anything like that. And then as far as NYWC specific goes, I've never. I mean, if they won, I would love to be a part of that match. But
I'm sure everybody's going to be calling Remarkable to be a part of
that. Yeah, I'm sure they're getting a flood for that one. And as far as NYWC specific match types go, I mean, they got their own original Cup to the Cage. I've never gotten to be a part of that, and those have been some pretty cool matches to watch. So I'd love to get involved in one of those.
Okay. All right. Good stuff from Mouse tonight. All right. Good. Any thoughts about maybe going overseas? Would you be open to going to like an overseas company?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to go anywhere overseas, Japan, UK, but my number one goal is actually Australia. I've always wanted to go there my entire life, just independent of wrestling. And now that they have their own, well, I mean, they've always had their own independent, but now that I'm aware of their independent scene and like things like Deathmatch Down Under and stuff like that, I would love to get over there for something like that.
Oh, I never knew about Deathmatch Down Under. That's new to me, man. That's great.
Definitely something really cool to look into. Joel Bateman's killing it down there.
Awesome. All right. What does Mouse like to eat? What do you like to eat?
Oh, my God. Oh, a whole bunch of junk food.
It's the best kind, man.
Yeah. I'm all over the place with that. I could eat pizza all day, every day. I love like Hawaiian chicken or like really sort of any. I'm big sucker for Asian food, just in general. Chinese, Japanese, sushi, ramen, doesn't matter. Anything like that.
What about
snacks? Are good.
What about snack wise? What do you like to snack on? Like junk food, not food.
A Sour Patch watermelon, donuts, ice cream, candy bars, fudge, you name it. Chips.
What's your favorite ice cream? I want to know what your favorite ice cream is.
Oh my God, you're gonna laugh. My favorite ice cream is the most bland thing there is. It's vanilla, but I normally load it up with like a ton of candy or something like that.
Okay, all right.
I mix it up that way, but the actual ice cream is as bland as it gets.
You're making me hungry for some ice cream, man. That's bad stuff for me, man. I gotta watch my figure, man. I went through like a whole I hurt my back and I couldn't go to the gym, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna eat ice cream," and I ate ice cream for days.
I get it, dude. Especially as it gets hot around here. Oh,
Yo, it's gonna soon, man. It's supposed to be like 60 like this week coming up.
I know. It was 60 a couple weeks ago, and then dropped back down.
Oh, it went down to like below 1 or something. It was freezing, man. I'm like,
it was brutal.
I was like cussing out the freaking groundhog, man, or whatever thing that. Like you said, the winter was coming to an end, man. It's not ending.
Yeah, right?
It's still here. All right, man. We covered a lot of ground tonight, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very excited that you came back and you got a chance to be yourself more than your character of Mouse, man.
Thank you.
I wish you much success, man. But let's talk about Saturday, man. Massacre of the Mat, Aftermath. Make sure you come down. Make sure we pack this house out.
It's gonna be a brutal one for sure.
It's gonna be a brutal one.
Yeah.
So
there's no other way to put it.
Definitely got to come down, man. You're in Long Island. Come down. Get into the building. It really is gonna be a really great match, man.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I mean, obviously we got the extricated in there, and then there's a J-Red, so there's that. I mean, obviously there can only be one winner, so I think our goal is pretty clear, and I think it's pretty safe to be pretty upfront about it. I feel like J-Red would be dumb not to expect this, but our goal is take him out as possible, and then let it come down to the three of us. We meant for this to be a highlight for us, and he stuck his nose in it, so get him out of the picture, and then we're gonna go to town. I mean, I love Bam, I love Aiden, but we've gone to war many a times. I mean, Aiden's knocked out my front teeth. We've cost each other titles. We're all covered head to toe in scars, and I don't think J-Red understands what he got himself involved in. So, like I said, get him out, and then let it come down to the actual blood sport wrestlers.
Yeah, man, 100%. Mouse, thank you for joining me. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mouse Has Rabies, and Facebook just at Mouse.
Mouse Has Rabies. Yikes. Better get a shot for that blood.
Never. It's not my personal.
All right. As for me, I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the NYWC. Basically, we're going over the card. Me and Sean Walkner are going over the card tomorrow night for Saturday's event. Come tune in and join us tomorrow night. What is James talking about? Applebee's. You want Applebee's, James? If you're treating, James, I'll go. I'm sure Mouse will go too if James is treating.
as long as it's before I see Godzilla and Kong.
No, man, I gotta go see that too, man. I really enjoyed the last one. All right, next week I have Robbie Vegas joining me at 5 p.m. Monday. Robbie Vegas will be joining me. I'm trying to get all the cards, man. I got a lot of stuff next week. I got the EPW Wrestling Super Show with Justin Klein, my buddy Justin Klein. He loves me. The Frat Row Hero Brandon Savage, Maddie the American Baddie, and the True American Tracy Lee Hunt will be joining me as well. Also next week, the one and only JJ Doles will join me on Friday at 5 p.m. JJ Doles. I love that guy. Kenny Calypso will also be joining me on Friday. Make sure you check that out with me on Friday. What else I got, Mouse? I got some stuff going on, man.
Sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on.
I got more. I don't think I have the cards on you. All right. Well, check out all my socials and all the Beyond the Barricade socials for all the upcoming interviews next week. And also check out my friends at Titan Championship Wrestling. As you can see, the Papa Dan commercial running on Danger Zone on their YouTube channel. You can also see the Papa Dan commercial running with SICW Wrestling on their channel, right, coming out of Missouri. Check them out. And I will be at FanFest 2 in May. I am traveling to St. Louis to hang out at FanFest, where I will meet all these great talent and legends. I'm hoping to meet all of them. That's why I'm flying all the way out there and spending all this money.
Fair enough. I mean, there's a lot of cool names on there. This should be a good time.
There's no money in podcasting, just so you know.
Fair enough.
Going up next, also for Titan, is Rise of the Titans on Saturday, May 11th. over in Manchester, New Jersey. Make sure you go to Time Championship Wrestling to get your tickets for that. That's going to be great. And of course, you don't want to miss this Saturday night Massacre of the Mat, as Mouse is in that main event with Jay Red, Bam Sullivan, and Aiden Ball. Massacre of the Mat this Saturday. Get your tickets. Come back and join me tomorrow with Sean as we go over the card for that event. And what is half price? Oh, James only wants tickets for half price apps, man. Thank you, Mouse, for coming on. 100%. Everybody, Instagram. Thank you for joining us. Let me shout him out real quick. Robbie Romero, what's up, brother? Raina Black is there. My buddy Jay Outcast is there. A1G is there. Who else is there? A whole bunch of other people are there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us there at Instagram. Everybody else have a good night. Just Mouse.